They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Buffalo 18.
From the gun is Purdy. Escapes the pocket. He slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Motioning the tight end now. First down throw by Purdy. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
On the ground, this is Isaac Garindo. And he pushes forward, but they don't get... Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Man in motion here. On 3rd down, Purdy. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. George Kittle, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going play action. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long. Well, I know some old-school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Running once more with Miller. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Slot man motioned over. Again, it's Miller. Jukes one defender. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Hand off here for Miller. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
They go play action here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another carry for him. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. On the give, it's Miller. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Shaheed motioning right. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get it down to a single point. Blake Grupe to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Street.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Kittle brings it in. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, set. Mustang 19. Ready.
Purdy throwing here on first. That finds Jacob Cowie. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. 60 even.
From the 48. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Purdy on first down. He sends this one to the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And guys, man, that's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a second quarter lead. Joseph there to tack on the extra point. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Now an inside handoff to Miller. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. Taylor now. Caught by Miller. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pressure comes, he's taken down, the 49ers got him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Running back sent in motion. Throw on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Go, street. Go.
They go play action on first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hits his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
19 Tiger.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Saints driving ahead. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
2nd and 10 now. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Taylor to throw. He's on the move. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming.